instant reaction here is Trojans beat the Purdue Boilermakers 33-17 in a game that was a lot closer than it should have been, or at least felt a lot closer than we all thought it would be. First and foremost, penalties. We got to clean these up, guys. 9 for 103 yards is unacceptable. That's way too many penalties. Some of them, I will say, were questionable, but other ones were very clearly penalties. A lot of them were very clearly penalties, and that's something that Lincoln Riley, specifically in the defense side of the ball, D'Anton Lynn will have to clean up here going forward. And another area that this USC squad was sloppy in was the coverage. The coverages on defense looked horrible. A lot of times guys were just wide open. Not sure if it was scheme or if it was guys missing their assignments. And the O-line for me is a big question mark as well. Looked pretty good in the pass pro, but did not look good at the run blocking. Something that, again, USC's coaching staff will need to clean up before we get into the harder part of our schedule. But on the defensive side of the ball, the D-line impressed me significantly, where our passing coverage was definitely the weak part of our defense and did not look great. Our defensive line looked like monsters out there. They were getting a ton of pressure on the quarterback, getting a ton of tackles for loss in the run game. Overall, very good game from the D-line here. Now, as much as I've been harping on the coverage, we do need to remember that USC did have 3 interceptions, 2 of them by Bishop Fitzgerald, one in the end zone and one at like the 5-yard line just outside the end zone. And, of course, the big man touchdown, Jamal Jarrett, 6'5", 360-pound defensive tackle, taking an interception back to the house in what will surely be one of the most fun plays of college football this year. And now some stats for you guys. Maeva went 17 for 28, 282 yards, and no passing touchdowns, surprisingly. Overall, I was impressed with him, especially his escapability and ability to keep his eyes downfield and hit some targets on the run. On the ground, we had Wayman Jordan go off for 18 carries, 77 yards, and 1 touchdown. And Eli Sanders go off for 10 carries for 75 yards, no touchdowns. I actually thought Eli Sanders looked a little bit better than Wayman Jordan did today. And then we had our walk-on, King Miller, 4 carries, 17 yards. Happy to see him get some first-team reps. First half for the Trojans on offense looked a lot better than the second half, but it looked to me like the second half they were more so trying to run the clock down a little bit. They had a lead, protect the lead, not let what happened a ton last year happen this year and cough up a lead in the fourth quarter. Overall with this game, I'm not terribly impressed, but I'm also not terribly concerned. I think for the first Power 5 opponent of the year, we looked good, and we can see where we need to improve very clearly. I do expect the coaching staff to clean up a lot of those mistakes, especially penalties. I think that is something that we need to clean up going forward. And then the coverage as well. We need to clean that up going forward as well. I think it could have been better and it could have been worse. So there's my week 3 gut reaction to this game. We'll be trying to do a longer breakdown after I watch some film later on. And remember, beat the Spartans.